Alright guys, I'm Steven, as most of you know. You're all my customers, you see me every morning. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys today how to pull a good shot of espresso. So, first of all, let's take a look at the machine. This is a traditional 2-group semi-automatic manual machine. This is not something you're going to see behind the counter at Starbucks. You go behind the counter at Starbucks, you hit a button, espresso comes out, bada boom, bada bing. Here, you've actually got to put work into it and prepare the shot. First of all, you've got the portafilter. This is a little metal basket on a handle, basically. You put the grounds in here, and that's what the water goes through. Then you've got a traditional just 1 ounce shot glass. 1 ounce is the traditional standard size for a shot of espresso. You go to Italy, ask for an espresso, it's 1 ounce, comes in a little demitasse like this. So, you got your 1 ounce, you got your portafilter. Let's go over here. Here you've got the grinder. Most people think that espresso beans are supposed to be a really dark roast, a really strong roast. That's not true. In southern Italy, all they use is light roasts. In northern Italy, they use darker roasts. So really, it just depends. What's most important, you know, you can have dark roast, light roast, whatever your flavor preference. What's most important is the grind. Espresso beans need to be ground extremely fine, almost to like a powder. So, I just ground them a little while ago before we started, as you all saw. So, pull some espresso in here. Then you have the tamping tool. This is just small metal objects. They come in a variety of shapes, sizes, etc. This is what you use to pack the espresso into the portafilter. So, now, when you're packing the espresso, you should generally apply 15 to 30 pounds of pressure. Most people you ask, any kind of text you reference, that's what they say. You take Coffee Cafe, which is an extremely comprehensive book, slash encyclopedia, slash recipe book, whatever, all about espresso, that's what it's going to say. It's going to tell you 15 to 30 pounds of pressure. So, you come back over here, it's all tamped and good, put it into the group head. Now, when you're pulling a shot of espresso, it should take anywhere between 10 to 20 seconds. That's just how much time you need, that's, you know. Now, it does vary a little bit based on the pressure that you have the machine set at, the roast of the bean, the grind, etc., how large of a shot you're pulling, if you're doing a ristretto, whatever, but then none of that is really important. Basically, 10 to 20 seconds, that's what you need. Now, so, I'm going to start pulling the shot, and what you're going to notice is that it separates into 3 separate colors as it pulls. You're going to have a black layer at the bottom, then in the middle, the heart, it's going to be a light brown color, and then then at the top, it's going to separate into a thin brown layer of foam almost called the crema. So there you go. You've got your 3 distinct layers right there. Now, as you'll notice, the black is quickly taking over and knocking out the heart. So, this is because espresso oxidizes. After about 5 seconds, oxidation takes over and the shot is essentially stale. It becomes bitter, it loses temperature, it's gone bad. You don't want it. So, if you ask for just a shot of espresso, I give it to you in one of these, you want to drink that in about 5-6 seconds. Now, if you mix the shot with sugar, milk in a latte, syrups, what have you, then that's going to prevent it from oxidizing because the sugar and the chemicals or the milk, etc. mixes with the espresso and that preserves it for a while. That's how you can have a gigantic 4 shots in a latte and it doesn't taste horrible in 5 seconds. So, get rid of that. Take the handle out. You've got all your, you've got your spent espresso, obviously. Knock it out in the knockbox. Come over here. Rinse it all out. Now, you put it back into the machine to keep it warm. Because obviously, this is pulling at 210 degrees. It's coming out strong. So, the warmer you keep the portafilter, the better the shot will be because the better the temperature. So remember, 1 ounce.